Good. Hello, Anne. Very nice to see you here. We're here today because we like to learn a little bit about advanced clubs in Toastmasters. And I would suggest to start first, introduce yourself a little bit. How many clubs are you a member of? And how long have you been a Toastmaster?
Thank you, Regine. I think I guess everyone watching this video will know. My name's Anne Gilson. I am currently a member of 3 clubs, one regular club and 2 advanced clubs. And I have been a Toastmaster since 2006. I'm coming up on my 20th anniversary next year.
Wonderful. I like that. How did you get started in a typical or a regular club? And what made you join an advanced club? Or what was the motivation? So start with the typical club first, why you joined, and then let us know what triggered your interest in advanced clubs.
Well, Regine, I lucked out in thought my video froze for a moment. I lucked out with with the fact that a regular club was starting at my place of work. So when I knew I needed to get involved with Toastmasters, I was one of those people that was terrified whenever they had to give some kind of public presentation, say to management. So I knew I needed the help, and it made perfect sense to join the club when it started at my job. A few years after I had been at the club, I was working through what was then my CC, and I was an officer. At the time, an individual in my club who later became district governor, Brian Lynn, was one of the individuals who started our club, and he was a member of an advanced club. He used to talk about how great his advanced club was and how they did awesome things, like they had theme nights and they had all kinds of ways that took a slightly different approach to the Toastmasters program, but also helped you enhance your skills. Hearing Brian talk about it so often prompted me to go visit an advanced club and eventually join. And I've been a member of advanced clubs since.
Cool. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes the simplest reasons are the best ones. And I think just having heard about it and testing it is a very valid reason to go and check it out. What is the name of the advanced club you are a member of, and how long have you been a member of that club?
So the club one of the advanced clubs I'm in now, and I'm going to specifically talk about one because the other advanced club is not in District 83, so not necessarily relevant to our discussion.
That's fine.
But the one club I'm in now, advanced club I'm in now, is called Talk of Monmouth. We started in 2015. I've been involved since we started. Kind of a funny story. Sue Brooks and I had talked about it a few years before we actually launched. In the year I was district governor, we were realizing we needed to keep working on building new clubs. And I reached out to Sue and I said, "Hey, Sue, weren't we talking about an advanced club in Monmouth County sometime back? What happened with that?" Sue reached out to her contacts. I reached out to mine. Our friend Rebecca Marzik Young reached out to hers. Within a couple of months, we had a club chartered.
Cool. And that was 2005, if I got that right at the beginning.
2015.
Oh, sorry. 10 years. What are 10 years? Okay.
Yes, we're coming up on our 10th anniversary in this July.
Wonderful. Very good. And what is for you the biggest benefit being a member of an advanced club?
There are lots of benefits. One is the fact that you'll get, one of the reasons we push membership in an advanced club is that you'll get a little bit more of a specific or a little bit more of an advanced sort of evaluation from an advanced member. Some of us may have been in the point where maybe we've not necessarily outgrown our home clubs, but we want to get better feedback. And there are some of our newer members, they might not give us the good feedback that we need. So that's one reason to join an advanced club. Another is, one of the things we do at Talk of Monmouth is we give, for every speech, we also allow time for round robin feedback. So
Okay.
not only do you have your speech evaluator, but then you have some time for which anyone who wants to can make a comment and say, this was something I've never seen done before in a speech. You did that really well. Or I know you were trying something new, but it didn't really work.
Hmm.
However, maybe try it this way next time around, just to help you get better and better as you keep moving along.
Yeah, you know what? That is exactly the reason that I heard from the other advanced club, and it's my personal experience as well that the evaluation are quite different. In the typical club, they are more, I think Paul phrased it that way, encouraging and less critical, versus in an advanced club, you get more specific things that you can really use to work on and then implement. So yeah, it sounds somewhat familiar. Is that also what is most important to you in that advanced club, or are there any other things that you think are very different from what a typical club is doing besides the evaluation?
That's one thing. When I first joined an advanced club, my only other club was a corporate club.
Mm-hmm.
We met for 1 hour over lunch, and usually as we were wrapping up our general evaluation, the next group who needed our conference room was knocking on the door trying to get in, so we had to rush. In both advanced clubs I've been in, or two of the advanced clubs I've been in, we had a 2 hour meeting. So we had time to accommodate up to 4 speakers and plenty of time to devote to evaluations, and
Mm-hmm.
not as many worries about someone else needing the Zoom link in this case.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it felt less rushed.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Our club, my home club, Cosmopolitan Toastmasters, only has an hour, and that sometimes is not a lot of time. So I can completely relate to that. You have mentioned it before, but I'd like to hear the name of the Advanced Club again. And I would also like to know, when do you meet, how often do you meet, and how do you meet?
Sure, the club is Talk of Monmouth. We're called Talk of Monmouth because we originally started as an in-person club in Monmouth County, New Jersey, but since the pandemic, we have been meeting online. We meet from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. the second and fourth Thursdays of the month,
Mhm.
and sometimes we also meet if there is a fifth Thursday.
Okay. And you are a hybrid club right now, or are you a in-person club again, or how does it work?
We're still meeting exclusively online.
Okay, thank
We
you.
are working on hoping to plan an in-person meet and greet or open house sort of event, but many of our members have scattered beyond Monmouth County, so it would be a little problematic to try to go back to meeting
Mhm.
only in person.
Very good. What requirements does your advanced club have to join, or do you have any requirements?
We do. We require that members who want to join us have, if they are newer members and have only gone through the Pathways program, that they have completed at least a level 2.
Mhm.
If they are more seasoned, I don't want to use the term older, but if they're more seasoned members, or if they've maybe left Toastmasters and they're coming back and they have at least achieved their competent communicator in the old program, we'll welcome those members as well.
Wonderful. And last but not least important, who I had to reach out to if I wanted to join.
You can reach out to me. My email is d83anne d83ann at gmail.com, or you can reach out to the generic email, I believe is VPM-4843227. I can get you that, Regine, but
I
there's a
would,
generic VPM email as
yeah.
well. But
Would
in the absence of that, you can always reach out to me.
Good. Would you please send me both email addresses? I'd like to add them in the notes beneath the interview so that everybody knows if they're interested, how to get hold of you to pay you a visit or to join right away. You never know. And with
Certainly, we absolutely welcome guests, and we absolutely, even more absolutely welcome new members.
I thought so. Hey, and thank you so very much sharing your experience about advanced steps with us. And I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you very much, Regina. It was great chatting with you.